Chosen one, I need you to stop everything you're doing and listen right now. This is not a coincidence. God Himself has directed your steps to this very moment. If you're seeing this, it's because something massive, life-altering, universe-shifting is happening in your life, and you are on the brink of it. Hear me carefully. God is saying we need to talk about Plan A, and yes, it's official. The path you've been praying for, waiting for, hoping for, and maybe even doubting is no longer out there in the future. It's here. It's moving. It's real. And it's about to change everything. But there's a warning. This is not a gentle whisper. This is a spiritual alarm, a cosmic wake-up call. If you ignore this message, scroll past it, or brush it off, you could miss the divine timing that will launch your life into a level of success, breakthrough, and fulfillment you've never even imagined. Doors that have been closed for years are swinging wide open, and you need to be ready. This is more than manifestation. This is a total spiritual and energetic shift. You are moving from wanting to having, from praying to receiving, from invisible to unstoppable, and the speed at which these changes are coming will leave you gasping. Before we go further, do 3 things right now. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Help us hit 1,000 subscribers. Comment the number 77. This isn't a number, it's a signal to the universe, a call to the heavens, a declaration that you are ready to step fully into Plan A. Chosen one, pay attention. If your spirit is ready, you will watch this video until the end. If not, you might scroll past and never get this message again. The timing is too precise for mistakes. God is speaking. He is calling. Plan A is official. And if you are brave enough to stay, your life will never ever be the same. Right now, God is speaking directly to you, not through whispers or distant signs, but with a clarity that cannot be ignored. The universe is aligning, and your heart can feel it. If you've been waiting for confirmation, this is it. The moment when the divine pulls back the curtain and says, "This is your time." Everything you thought you knew about your life, your purpose, and your path is about to be transformed. The call is personal, intentional, and urgent. You may have felt a heaviness lately, a sense of delay or waiting that seemed endless. That is God stirring your soul, shaking you awake from the slumber of comfort and routine. Your life is being repositioned. What was hidden will now be revealed. This is not a gentle suggestion. This is a divine command to rise, to prepare, and to step into what has been promised for you. Imagine a sunrise breaking after the longest night of your life. The darkness recedes. The shadows that once clouded your vision vanish, and you can see clearly for the first time. That is what is happening now. The wake-up call is loud, unmistakable, and powerful. God is saying, don't wait, don't hesitate. Your moment has arrived. The plan you've been clinging to, the path you thought was meant to carry you to success, is no longer available. Plan A is officially off the table. This is not a setback. This is divine intervention. When God closes one door, it is never to punish you. It is to redirect you to a path you could not have imagined. Every obstacle you faced, every delay, and every frustration has been preparing you for this pivot. Let go of the comfort that comes from familiarity. Holding on to what no longer serves you will only slow your breakthrough. Think about a seed buried under soil. It must be pushed, sometimes broken, Before it can grow into a towering tree, your old plan was the soil. It's being moved to allow new growth, stronger and more expansive than ever before. This is the moment to release old attachments, outdated expectations, and the illusion of control. When Plan A closes, Plan Divine opens wide, and it carries possibilities far beyond your imagination. Trust that the universe is now fully aligned with your highest purpose. Even if it feels uncertain, the closure is a gift, a clearing of space for what is truly yours. The waiting period is over. No longer can you sit in hesitation, hoping for a sign or a better moment. The countdown has ended, and the time for action has arrived. This is a critical juncture in your journey. Every decision, every movement will shape the next chapter of your life. Urgency is not meant to scare you. It is meant to propel you into action, to awaken the dormant power within. Look around you. The world may feel chaotic, unstable, or even unfair. That is intentional, not to overwhelm you, but to accelerate your readiness. When the environment shakes, the chosen rise. Those who are willing to step forward with courage, faith, and precision will find themselves in positions of authority, influence, and blessing. The moment is here, and it cannot be postponed. Think of it as the difference between watching a train approach versus standing on the tracks. If you hesitate, the opportunity passes. But if you move, with awareness and determination, you position yourself perfectly to ride the momentum, to harness the energy that the universe is pouring into your life. The countdown is over. Your action defines your destiny. The days of maybe tomorrow or I'll wait for the right time are finished. Waiting is no longer a luxury. It is a liability. Every moment of hesitation allows doubt, fear, and distraction to creep in. God is calling you to move now decisively and boldly. There is a ripple effect in action. What you do today shapes the next season of your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Consider the farmer who plants seeds late in the season. The soil may still be fertile, but the window of opportunity is closing. Action at the right moment maximizes growth. The same principle applies to your life. Divine timing has synchronized with your readiness, and missing this moment would mean losing alignment with what God is releasing specifically for you. Action also fuels faith. Faith is not passive. It grows when exercised. Each step you take in obedience activates doors, people, and opportunities that were previously invisible. Hesitation feeds fear, but decisive action feeds destiny. The message is clear. Move now and trust that every step is guided by divine precision. The confusion, doubt, and uncertainty that once clouded your vision are beginning to lift. Spiritual clarity is descending upon you. Suddenly, situations that were once unclear become unmistakable, and people who once seemed loyal or trustworthy are revealed in their true light. This clarity is not merely intellectual, it is spiritual. It allows you to see the hidden dynamics, the unseen forces, and the divine opportunities in your life. You'll notice the difference in how you perceive challenges. What once felt like an obstacle now appears as a stepping stone. Relationships, decisions, and opportunities take on new meaning because your heart and mind are aligned with God's perspective. You start to see patterns where before there was chaos, and guidance becomes unmistakable. Think of this clarity as a sunrise in your mind and soul. The darkness that masked truth and distorted reality is gone. Every decision now carries a sense of certainty, a divine alignment that cannot be ignored. You begin to understand that clarity is not something you seek. It is something that arrives when you are ready to move with God's timing. God is calling you to take a careful look at your relationships. Who is empowering you? Who is draining your energy, holding you back, or distracting you from your destiny? Not everyone is meant to walk the new path with you. This is a season of pruning, removing anything or anyone that slows your spiritual, emotional, or professional growth. It's not about judgment. It's about discernment. Even loved ones may need distance, as their presence may hinder your alignment with divine purpose. Like a gardener trimming branches to allow sunlight to nourish the roots, you are being guided to create space for what truly matters. Every relationship, every connection, every interaction should now serve your higher calling. This process can feel uncomfortable, even painful. But remember, pruning is preparation. As unwanted influences fall away, you gain clarity, freedom, and focus. The people who remain are those who will rise with you, who will celebrate your victories, and who will support your journey without distraction or doubt. Sometimes God asks you to step away, not to punish you, but to prepare you for elevation. Withdrawal is not defeat, it is strategy. When you remove yourself from noise, toxic influences, and constant distractions, you create space for divine insight, healing, and creativity. True growth often requires solitude, reflection, and the courage to stand alone while others cling to comfort zones. Think of a diamond being cut from a rough stone. The process is isolating, intense, and sometimes painful, but it transforms the stone into something brilliant. Your life is undergoing a similar refinement. By withdrawing from what no longer serves you, you are positioning yourself for an unprecedented breakthrough. The world may misunderstand your pause, but this is your sacred preparation period. Elevation comes with focus. Every moment spent in deliberate solitude, prayer, reflection, or alignment with God brings clarity and foresight. The distractions you once thought essential now appear trivial. Stepping back is the first step forward, and it allows you to move in alignment with purpose, precision, and divine timing. God is releasing spiritual foresight into your life, a vision that allows you to anticipate what others cannot see. You will begin to sense outcomes, recognize opportunities, and avoid traps before they manifest. This gift is not about control. It's about alignment. The world may move in chaos, but you will move in divine precision. And the world may move in chaos, but you will move in divine precision. Examples of this foresight are everywhere. A sudden insight to take a specific step, an intuitive understanding of someone's intentions, or recognizing a door opening before anyone else notices. Your decisions will become informed not only by experience, but by divine revelation, giving you a unique advantage in life, relationships, and career. Embrace this gift fully. Foresight requires trust, patience, and courage. Acting prematurely may lead to missteps, but waiting too long may close doors. Your responsibility is to stay tuned, prayerful, and alert, ready to move when the divine signal is unmistakable. This is your secret weapon, God's provision for navigating an unpredictable world. The world around you may feel unstable, economies fluctuate, relationships strain, and unexpected events arise. But while the world shakes, you are anchored in divine purpose. There is a rhythm guiding your steps, a pattern invisible to others, but crystal clear to those attuned to God's direction. This is not luck, it is alignment with eternal wisdom. Think of a sailor navigating a storm. Waves crash and winds howl, yet the sailor steers steadily, guided by stars. Your faith and discernment are your guiding stars. While others panic, you make decisions with calm precision, knowing that every shift, every challenge is part of a larger plan for your elevation. Your response to chaos defines your destiny. Fear paralyzes, hesitation wastes, but purposeful movement activates breakthrough. When the world quakes, your clarity, foresight, and obedience will carry you through. This is the time to embrace divine rhythm, moving in harmony with God's unfolding plan, even when the storm seems relentless. Discernment is being activated in your life like never before. You will start to sense the true motives of people, the hidden realities behind situations, and the energy of choices. This is not paranoia. It is a spiritual gift, designed to protect, guide, and empower you. With discernment, you will no longer be deceived or misled by appearances. Imagine walking into a room and instantly understanding who is aligned with your vision and who seeks to derail it. You will perceive opportunities, threats, and alliances with supernatural accuracy. Every interaction becomes a litmus test for alignment, and your decisions will be informed by more than logic. They will be guided by insight that transcends human understanding. Discernment requires courage and integrity. You will be faced with choices that challenge old loyalties, societal norms, and even personal comfort. But following this inner guidance will ensure you walk the path that God has ordained for you. Trust it, act on it, and let it protect you from delays, mistakes, and unnecessary heartbreak. In this season, God will interrupt your ordinary life with extraordinary messages. Dreams, visions, signs, and even chance encounters will carry divine instructions. These interruptions are not random. They are personalized, timely, and essential for your next step. Pay attention, document them, and act when clarity aligns with your discernment. Many people overlook subtle guidance, dismissing it as coincidence or imagination. But these divine interruptions are the universe's way of redirecting you, protecting you, and accelerating your breakthrough. A simple conversation, a recurring number, or a dream that repeats itself may contain the blueprint for your destiny. Recognize it, honor it, and respond. The key is openness and attentiveness. Do not rush past these moments, even when the world demands your attention. Carve out sacred space to reflect, pray, and interpret these divine messages. They are your personal roadmap, guiding you through unseen obstacles toward your God-ordained future. God is providing you with kingdom intelligence, wisdom far beyond your natural capacity. Decisions that once seemed impossible to navigate will now come with clarity and strategic insight. This wisdom is not simply knowledge. It is revelation, understanding, and discernment combined, designed to empower your choices and accelerate your growth. Consider historical examples. Leaders, prophets, and pioneers often acted with insight that seemed impossible by human standards. This is the same force at work in your life. You will receive solutions, strategies, and directions that others could not conceive. Your moves will be precise, timely, and transformative because they are guided by God's infinite perspective. To access this intelligence, remain humble, prayerful, and receptive. Ego, pride, or impulsiveness will distort it. Kingdom intelligence flows freely when your heart is aligned, your intentions pure, and your actions courageous. It is a divine tool to ensure that your steps honor your purpose and manifest your destiny. The stage is set for your personal breakthrough. You may not see it yet, but the seeds of transformation have been planted and are taking root. This is the moment where preparation meets opportunity, where faith meets action. The change may start quietly. A subtle shift in perspective, a small victory, a sudden insight, but its impact will be monumental. Breakthrough often begins in unseen ways. Perhaps a relationship shifts, an obstacle dissolves, or a hidden opportunity presents itself. These initial sparks may feel small, but they are the catalysts for life-altering momentum. Trust the process even when it seems slow. Divine timing ensures that every step, every event, and every decision converges perfectly for your elevation. Your destiny is calling, and this is your initiation into it. The transformation will affect every area of your life: spiritual, emotional, relational, and professional. Embrace it with humility, gratitude, and courage, knowing that the personal breakthrough you experience now will define the trajectory of your life for years to come. God is actively clearing your path. People, situations, and barriers that once hindered your progress will begin to fall away. This divine repositioning is designed to give you a fresh start, a clearer space to operate, and a vantage point from which to see opportunities that were previously hidden. Your environment will shift to match your elevated calling. Consider this like a river being rerouted. Debris and obstacles are removed, the current strengthens, and the water flows smoothly toward its destination. Your life is entering a season where your energy, focus, and resources will be maximized. The shift may feel sudden or even unexpected, but it is precisely orchestrated for your benefit. Repositioning requires readiness. As obstacles clear, new responsibilities, opportunities, and decisions will emerge. Stay aligned, attentive, and obedient to the signs God is providing. This clearing is a divine favor, creating the ideal conditions for your destiny to manifest without unnecessary resistance. Finally, the most exciting part of this journey: doors that seemed permanently closed will now swing wide. Opportunities you could not have imagined in places you never expected will suddenly become available. This is the reward for patience, faith, and alignment. The universe is conspiring to bring your breakthrough in miraculous ways. Life often surprises us when we least expect it. A conversation with a stranger, an unexpected invitation, or a sudden shift in circumstances can open the exact path you've been praying for. These moments are not coincidences. They are the fulfillment of divine promises, the manifestation of seeds planted long ago. Step through these doors boldly without fear or hesitation. Your preparation, discernment, and faith have equipped you to handle this new season. What once felt impossible is now within reach. The future is waiting, radiant with promise, and you are fully prepared to step into the extraordinary life that God has designed specifically for you. You are entering a season where your influence will grow exponentially. People who once overlooked or dismissed you will begin to recognize your wisdom, integrity, and vision. Authority and respect are being redirected toward you because God is positioning you as a leader in your sphere. This is not about self-promotion. It is about divine favor manifesting through your credibility and character. Those around you will start seeking your counsel, looking to you for guidance, and even modeling their actions after your example. Your words will carry weight, and your decisions will impact not only your life, but the lives of many. Influence flows from preparation and alignment with purpose, two qualities that are now shining through in you like never before. This shift may feel sudden, almost surprising, but it is the result of consistent faithfulness and perseverance. People notice authenticity, and when your integrity aligns with divine timing, others naturally gravitate toward your leadership. You are being entrusted with responsibility that will accelerate your impact. Embrace this. Season with humility and confidence. While influence grows, remember it is meant to serve, uplift, and inspire. The authority you now possess is a reflection of God's trust in your ability to shepherd, guide, and lead with divine insight. The veil is lifting, and hidden challenges will now come to light. Situations, motives, and truths that were once buried or obscured will suddenly be exposed. This revelation is not meant to shame or punish, but to prepare you for a higher level of alignment. It separates the faithful from the unprepared, giving clarity on who and what belongs in your journey. You may discover hidden agendas, unseen obstacles, or subtle opposition that you previously ignored. These revelations can feel uncomfortable, even shocking, but they are necessary for your spiritual growth. Like a goldsmith refining precious metal, the heat, truth removes impurities and reveals the brilliance beneath. The exposure of challenges also brings opportunity. Once hidden problems are revealed, they can be addressed and redirected. Situations that seemed stagnant are now fertile ground for strategic action, breakthrough, and redirection. God allows truth to surface so you can navigate your path with clarity, power, and purpose. Your response to these revelations is key. Face the truth with courage, discernment, and prayer. The faithful will rise stronger, wiser, and more prepared, while the unprepared will stumble. Embrace this season of exposure as a divine cleansing, a necessary prelude to victory and expansion. Expect unexpected financial blessings that defy human calculation. Resources, opportunities, and provision will arrive in ways that seem unconventional or miraculous. This is not about luck or mere effort. It is divine strategy at work, redirecting abundance to align with your destiny. You may find doors opening where none seemed possible. Unexpected contracts, sudden gifts, or timely financial interventions. These shifts often come disguised as challenges, coincidences, or unusual circumstances, but they are deliberate divine movements. The key is recognizing and stepping into these opportunities when they appear. Divine provision also brings freedom. Money, resources, and access are not ends in themselves. They are tools to accomplish your purpose and fulfill your calling. God is equipping you to operate at a higher level, ensuring that lack never limits your destiny again. Stay faithful, generous, and discerning. As blessings arrive, your responsibility is to steward them wisely. Invest with intention and honor the source. The sudden shifts are a declaration. Your season of lack is over, and divine abundance is now flowing into your life. A profound spiritual upgrade is underway. Your faith, once tested and tempered, is becoming unshakable. Your sensitivity to God's voice, your discernment of truth, and your ability to see beyond the physical realm will intensify dramatically. This is a season of awakening, a time when your spiritual faculties are being sharpened like a finely honed instrument. You will notice a heightened awareness of the unseen, an ability to sense shifts in energy, and a clear understanding of God's timing. Prophetic insight, dreams, and visions may become more vivid and actionable. This is not for curiosity. It is to guide you in decisions, relationships, and opportunities that align with your purpose. Spiritual upgrades often come with testing. As your capacity grows, so will challenges designed to ensure your readiness. Every test is calibrated to expand your influence, wisdom, and authority. Embrace these challenges as opportunities to rise, knowing that each step forward strengthens your alignment with God's plan. Your faith is becoming a force that moves mountains. As your spiritual sensitivity sharpens, your confidence in God's guidance will deepen. The world may remain chaotic, but your inner compass is now calibrated to divine precision, empowering you to act with courage, clarity, and impact. Timing is everything, and now your moves will align perfectly with heaven. Decisions that once felt risky or premature will now flow effortlessly into God's ordained season. Every step, word, and action you take will produce maximum results because divine timing has synchronized with your readiness. Think of this as a dance with the universe. When your steps are guided by God, obstacles dissolve, doors open, and opportunities manifest almost effortlessly. What once took months or years may now be accomplished in days or weeks. Patience and preparation meet divine orchestration, producing results that feel miraculous. Perfect timing also brings confidence. You will know when to act, when to pause, and when to pivot. This alignment ensures that your efforts are multiplied, your influence expanded, and your outcomes optimized. Trust in the rhythm of heaven. It never fails, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. This is your season to move decisively, knowing that God is synchronizing every element of your life. Each decision, each action, and each step carries divine acceleration, ensuring that your breakthrough unfolds exactly as intended. Obstacles and opposition often arrive disguised as setbacks, but God is turning every enemy disruption into a strategic advantage. What once felt like a blockade is now a divine redirection, guiding you to paths you never considered, but were perfectly aligned with your purpose. Nothing in your life is wasted. Every challenge carries hidden instructions and opportunities for elevation. When plans are disrupted, it's natural to feel frustrated, angry, or uncertain. But disruption is often a signal that God is steering you toward a better route. Just as rivers change course when blocked, divine intervention routes your steps toward abundance, protection, and breakthrough. The key is to remain calm, attentive, and obedient to subtle guidance. Your response to these disruptions determines the magnitude of your breakthrough. Panic or resistance prolongs delays, but trust and faith transform obstacles into launch pads. Each challenge you face is being used as a catalyst for spiritual growth, strategic insight, and personal empowerment. Embrace this season of divine redirection with confidence. The forces that once aimed to stop you are now being harnessed to propel you forward. Trust the process. Move with discernment and recognize that every disruption is a precursor to your breakthrough. God is aligning your circle for maximum impact. The right people, mentors, partners, allies, and supporters will enter your life at precisely the right moment. At the same time, those who are distractions, drains, or misalignments will naturally drift away. This alignment ensures that your energy, focus, and resources are spent wisely on what truly matters. The arrival of aligned partners often feels supernatural. Conversations, meetings, or encounters may appear coincidental, but are orchestrated by heaven. These people will not only support your goals, but amplify your influence, provide wisdom, and help unlock doors that were previously inaccessible. Simultaneously, those who are not meant to walk with you in this season will be revealed. Their departure is not a loss. It is a divine clearing, creating space for growth, expansion, and focus. Learn to trust that God's pruning is intentional, strategic, and protective. When your circle is aligned, every decision, collaboration, and move becomes more effective. Surround yourself with those who share your vision, values, and faith, and watch as collective momentum accelerates your journey toward destiny. This heavenly alignment ensures that no step is wasted and every connection is purposeful. The season of struggle is ending, and your vision will begin moving forward with supernatural momentum. Plans you've prayed over, dreamed about, and worked toward will now unfold, seemingly effortlessly. This is the universe, or rather God, accelerating your destiny because preparation, faith, and alignment have converged. Prophetic momentum works quietly at first. Small signs, early victories, and subtle confirmations signal that your vision is about to expand. These moments are your cue to step forward boldly and embrace the natural acceleration of your plans. Resistance diminishes as divine favor carries your efforts beyond ordinary human capacity. You will notice doors opening where there were none, situations transforming without struggle, and partnerships forming in perfect alignment. Your vision is being propelled not by human force, but by divine orchestration, ensuring that every outcome is precise, fruitful, and lasting. Momentum also requires vigilance. Continue to nurture your vision through faith, prayer, and strategic action. As your plans gain speed, your awareness, discipline, and alignment with God's voice must remain sharp. The forces behind your prophetic momentum are intentional and powerful, propelling you toward destiny with unstoppable energy. Expect confirmation in unmistakable ways. Signs, wonders, and miraculous events will begin to accompany your steps, affirming your choices and actions. These are divine nods, a celestial yes, reminding you that you are on the right path and aligned with God's plan. Pay attention, document, and celebrate these moments. They are powerful markers of destiny unfolding. These confirmations may appear in dreams, coincidences, or sudden revelations. A timely word, a symbolic event, or an unexpected alignment of circumstances can serve as divine affirmation. They provide clarity in moments of doubt and reassurance when challenges arise. Signs and wonders also strengthen faith. They act as reminders that the unseen realm is actively at work in your life. Every affirmation builds momentum, instills confidence, and propels you toward the next step of your journey. Recognize these moments and allow them to fuel courage and perseverance. Above all, signs and wonders are personal. What resonates with you will not necessarily resonate with others. Your path is unique, and God's confirmations are customized to guide, protect, and inspire you. Trust these divine signals. They are the blueprint for your destiny in action. Prepare for sudden dramatic shifts in circumstances that will transform the impossible into the achievable. Situations that once seemed hopeless or stuck will break open, revealing new pathways and opportunities. This is a season of divine intervention where the seemingly immovable is now fluid and accessible. These shifts may appear sudden or even shocking. A stalled project may suddenly gain momentum. A stalled relationship may unexpectedly heal, or a long-awaited opportunity may finally materialize.